Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Now I know this video is very sped up, but nothing really significant happens, but I still want to show it to prove that she's done revision and done her presentation work and all of that stuff. So this is very sped up. So if she suddenly appears from one place to another, it's because it's so sped up that she's gone from point A to point B so fast that it doesn't even matter. And today I'm doing the next episode of my Sims University. I was hoping to get here in time for the food, but I did, and then she got really confused and didn't want to go and get said food. So she tried to prank the food, but it didn't work, and now she's depressed and doesn't want to actually order the food, which is really annoying. She just kept on walking in and out, and I don't understand why. So eventually I tried to get her to reorder the food before the guy disappears, because if the guy disappears like that, you don't get the food. So you have to sit down and wait for lunch for the food to be back. So I eventually got her to order food and eat it, which took so long. I know it looked like a few seconds right there, but let me tell you now, it took so goddamn long for her to get and eat her food. So she's peeing out her troubles, and I am taking her to university housing because she has a little bit of time before her first class of the semester, or whatever you call it wherever you are, term, semester, whatever. And currently she is so tense that she could make my tantrum seem like a nothing. So she is going to go and play on the computer because she needs to get that stress down. And some other guy is on my computer. So thanks for that, guy. They're the reason why my computers break all the time. I used to have like a lot of money and I could have paid for all of my terms here. But I have to end up using money that's loan because I had to replace my laptop so often, and the laptop is expensive. It's nearly 4,000 simoleons, which is really annoying. So I get her to stop doing that and go into the shower and speedily shower and do her homework, because homework is important, kids, because homework means good grades, and good grades means maybe getting a good job so she can live in the city and not have a bad job. I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. Make me feel like my life is somewhat together. And I make her do all of the homework for the classes that she has, because it would make me feel so much better if she did. And so while she is doing this homework, I am going to put her to start her presentation. I don't like doing the presentations because they have to be done and presented at certain times. I understand it, but I don't like it. I've never, in my experience, had to give a presentation, or know of someone that's had to give a presentation. So hopefully I'll get to avoid that. But yeah, the presentation looks fine. It ends up being good, I think, or normal, and I want it to be outstanding so she can give the presentation of a lifetime, make everyone think that they've just been on a wondrous journey between whatever she was talking about, because it doesn't matter if the information was good. If she presented it well and mind what the teacher said, then who am I to judge? So she's very tired, so I get her to do a little bit of computing to start her term paper, because that's the only thing that hasn't been started yet and it needs to be done by Friday or Sunday, if the latest. So I get her to sleep because there's nothing worse than a tired sim. I think that's my biggest pet peeve in The Sims, a tired sim. I hate tired sims so goddamn much. So nearly as bad as a next door neighbour playing badly played music and you can hear it and your sim gets a bad moodlet from it. So she's sleeping through the night. And the next morning she is just flirty. I'm pretty sure she wakes up in a flirty mood. Well, not right now. Right now she is peeing and pooping. It doesn't define what she's doing, which I'm kind of disappointed with, to be honest, because I would like a definition of what they're doing. But it would be weird, wouldn't it? So she's practicing presenting in front of someone just so she can get all of that up, and she is upgrading it and making it better. It's making it good, making that presentation the best presentation God known to mankind. So I'm getting her to do it to get her charisma skill up, to hopefully give a good presentation, because I think that's what kind of screwed me last time. I didn't do the presentation as well as I should have. I'm currently appeasing a gnome so I can get that good harvest festival, because I also didn't do that very well, and I want her to get the good moodlet from having such a good holiday, and that is such a good one to have because it makes her Sims happy for a good 2 days. So I appease the gnome and does the little tick by that. But you don't do the dinner or presents, you just have a good time with friends and share the jollity, basically. She's currently bored, but I don't care about her boredom. She needs to do work. But first, gotta shower. She showers a lot. Well, kind of. This is going so fast. I had to combine all of this, otherwise you would have like 500 episodes of her just studying, which wouldn't be fair on you guys. So I just sped it all up and put it all together because this is literally something good. The most important thing is that I want her to have good grades. I don't care about the party life. She's not a party girl. She would not survive the party life or the party days. So I'm ordering a pizza and getting her to eat because she's so hungry that she doesn't end up eating. And I have to get her to eat at like this stall thing because the pizza, to my knowledge, never arrived. Has anyone else had a thing with their pizza, guys? And she's currently cleaning because no one in this dormitory cleans, apparently. They've never been pushed by their parents to go clean, 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 clean all of this, so you know, I don't go insane, because they've apparently never learnt that lesson because they never clean after themselves, and it's really goddamn annoying. So I get her to do all of her homework that I am aware of. She hasn't had any bad things about homework, so I am assuming I've done it all. I keep on constantly checking it. So she's currently very tired, no communication, and is bored and everything, so I'm getting her to just finish her food and talk to a guy that's beside her. And now she's just sleeping. So that's good. She is sleeping, she's getting energy for the next day. Her lack of fun is not important right now. That will be resolved after I've done this tiny bit of homework and some more presentation work. I need to make this presentation amazing. I think I've just worked on this presentation so much. I should have worked on the term paper a little bit more, just a little bit more. But I blow off the boyfriend a lot. I don't know why, I just have, but I do make up for it later on. We do go on a date, which is very good, but currently I'm very angry. And instead of taking an angry poop, I just play games to solve all my problems, because that's what everyone should do to solve their problems, right? Just take an angry poop, everything will be fine. But no, my sim plays games. So she's confident from studying, because one of the things is an exam, so I get her to study for it. And she's doing the presentation and practicing more, and then going back and forth and back and forth. And so I go and interact with him, and so we can go on our date, so they can not both feel shit about their surroundings, because as soon as she walks into the dormitory, like the main common space, she feels like it feels like garbage. It's not very well, it's cluttered, it's all this and that basically, and yeah, she feels very uncreative right now, and just if I'm the boyfriend, let's go to bed, you know, he's not important, let's just sleep through our troubles. And while she's showering, she's going to go and pee and all of that lovely stuff, because, well, you know, you gotta pee. But I don't get why she went out of the shower and then went all the way around and then went to the toilet. Why didn't she just cross to the other side? That could have been so much better. And she's in a flirty mood, and you know what a flirty mood means. Let's do some homework. Flirty homework. Flirty homework. It's currently Talk Like a Pirate Day, and we're going on a date on Talk Like a Pirate Day. So I did every pirate synonym thing that could have possibly existed, because I thought it was actually really fun. I didn't cancel this or alter the holidays because I think it's actually kind of fun. One of my favourite movies is Pirates of the Caribbean, and so I think this is very fun. I don't necessarily talk like a pirate in real life, but I would take the opportunity to if it was the national holiday of Talking Like a Pirate Day. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. So she is very happy, which is a shock. It's a miracle. So we're going to this kind of club place, and I just end up interacting with him, talking to him, complimenting him, making him feel good about himself, making him feel like a pretty little girl that he is, just so I can have a date, a great date, an amazing date to remember while I'm studying my butt off later tonight. So I asked him to like talk and everything. She was somehow in the group with us, I don't get how. So I tried to remove her and that didn't work, so I just ended up talking to him mainly instead of it being a giant group conversation, and I just wanted to talk to him. I wanted to have romantic moments with him, which kind of worked. Our friendliness and everything went up. He's feeling flirty, I'm feeling flirty, but every time I asked him to be boyfriend he denies me. But we're in a very, very good place with boyfriend and girlfriend. We have a love situation and we're watching the stars. How romantic is that, watching the stars all together? But no, none of that matters. He is using me for all the looks. So after they watch the stars, I load up loads of interactions for them to compliment each other, feel good about each other, and do everything. I got to the point where I had loaded up too much and I had to wait for more to go down. So I end up talking to him and another person literally walks in the middle of our conversation. How rude is that? Why would someone ever do that? Why would someone ever walk into the middle of two people having a conversation? So I break that distance and hug him so we can be interacting with each other again, and then another person comes up and talks to us. What is with people coming and talking to us? I'm trying to flirt with a boy here. But no one matters about that. No one cares. And now I'm embarrassed and can't talk to him because now I've got all of these bad things going on with me. And I try and pee, but the toilet's broken. But, I make it work. I can do anything with the toilet these days. So I call it quits and go home. Seriously, this was a disaster. So many people had walked up to us on our date. It was just no point. What is point anymore? So I sent her home so she can have a terrible, terrible evening and just talk and laugh about this evening one day again. So they can just one day laugh about the fact that they had a bad day. I sent her immediately to bed and then she goes back on her computer the next morning because what a surprise, she has to compute while she eats and does all of that stuff. At this point I think I'm submitting my term paper because I need to get that in and then do my presentation and then do my exam because we're at the end of the term right now. We're in the last weekend where you're cramming, you are finishing all of that stuff and hoping that you did not fail. If you failed, then you have to do it again or drop out. And so yeah, I'm hoping that I can do another term without being on suspension or quitting or any of that. Last time was such a disaster. I've done what I possibly could have done this time. I've done revision, I've done all of the homework, I've done the presentation, I've done the term paper, and so for all of that studying, I'm going to pee confidently. I'm going to pee out all of that goodness I've done. Hang on, wait, if I pee out all of the goodness, does that mean I have no more good left in me? Oh, this took a turn. This took a big turn. Oh no. Let's just hope the goodness is still in me. And so she's computing, and then going to go to bed. We need to keep that confidence in her. Because maybe I have a theory, if I send her to do a presentation in a confident mood, maybe she'll do well. I don't know, presentations are very, very confusing, so are the term papers. The only ones I'm managing to do is the exams. So that's a thing. She's sleeping and so she is I'm going to line up some things for her to do when she wakes up, aka shower, eat, all of the normal things that keep you alive and stop people from hating you. Because if you stink or haven't done anything in a while, then people don't tend to like you after a while. So she's currently giving her presentation and hoping for the best that it goes the best that it can, but she felt inspired while doing it, so hopefully we got a good grade. And I'm getting her to do all of those basic things. I don't want her to stress out much right now, so I am talking to my very lovely boyfriend, hoping to get him to become our boyfriend. This big, giant, significant moment. So we're talking. We had our first kiss. The big ceremonial first kiss. I can't believe I skipped over that, to be honest. But we had our first kiss and I'm going to make out with some more. We've got to do that, all of that lovely-dovey stuff. Make him fall in love with me before I ask him that big, wondrous question. Are we going to be boyfriend and girlfriend? I know I'm feeling a little bit awkward right now, but I'm getting that back up. But I have to go to class, sadly. So he kind of just hangs about, I think. I don't think he actually goes home. But I'm at a university class. I can't help it. I can't help that I'm having a good time. But I'm happy. My sim is happy because she has kissed someone. I love that moodlet that stays for you for a few days, that when you've kissed someone, that they've had like their first kiss, so sparks are flying, your head is only thinking about that. And my grades were A+, C+, and A+. I passed all my classes, so I was so thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. So I just kind of clicked yes on my first grade. Would I like to sign up for another term? yes, I want to do this until I get graduation, because I did the maths. 3, 6, 9, 12, that's 3 times 4. There is 4 terms in a normal term in real life. So 4 sets of 3 classes there we have, and then we have graduation, because you have to pass 12 classes to get a graduation. So I'm doing the same thing, computer science, 3 classes as normal. And so yes, this is the ceremonial picking of the new classes. Just 3 classes. They change the classes each time to make sure you're doing a new class, which is, I think, is very good. So, and they're not a repeat one, because I passed all of the previous ones. Again, no elective. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment. I really enjoyed filming this video. I love my university series, but I might take a little break from the university series. I have pre-recorded those, but editing university is very, very hard. Even Rags to Riches is easier because I'm not travelling as much, because university is literally travelling to one place and then having to click on each individual little thing you have to do, and that's a loading screen, and I edit out my loading screens, so that's a lot of loading screens. So I'm trying to think of something else to do. I've got loads of build challenges coming your way, create some challenges, so stay tuned and make sure I upload every Wednesday and Sunday and sometimes in between. See you later.